Joining me right now is Andrew Fisher. He is one of the best featherweights in Europe and the number 4 ranked featherweight for ACB. What's going on, Andrew?
I'm good, thanks.
I know you got to Australia pretty early compared to, other locations you have fought. Is that something you like to do for most of your fights when you travel?
Not when I fought in America. I went there quite early and trained there for about 6 weeks. Just because back home it wasn't really much good training, so I had to. But I've got really good training at home now. It was more just a time difference because it's like 9 hours difference, which is a lot. And I got here 2 days ago, and the first 2 days was so shitty. But I'm starting to feel better today, so I'm fine. I think today I'm feeling fine. So by next week I'll be exactly normal. So it's not going to affect anything.
Can you kind of get into detail about like what it does to your body or maybe to your mind when you have to switch up 9 different hours or make up 9 different hours?
Well, the traveling's bad anyway. The traveling, we've done like 3 7-hour flights, and then there was layovers in the hotel, in the airport as well. So it was just exhausting. I don't sleep very well on the plane. I tried to stay awake the whole time. And then when I got here, I was wide awake. I couldn't sleep, and then just crash. Then you sleep for 2 hours, and then you wait again, and you just keep crashing. But you just got to fight through it and force yourself to stay awake and try and get yourself on that time. We've done a couple of training sessions, which like they were hard. We got through them, but they were hard. But now, to be honest, I've woke up. I've done a session this morning. And I feel fine. I feel completely normal again. So I think it only takes a couple of days to try and fix it. But sometimes you give up and fall asleep early, and it ruins it still.
Right now, you're on the Gold Coast, and I saw that you've been getting in work with John Wayne Parr, who is a legend. How has that been going?
It was pretty cool. We just went to one of the daytime classes, and we went to a gym. Puma, do you know them? Puma?
Yes.
Went to their gym as well. Yesterday that was good. Some smaller guys as well. It was a good session. But John Wayne Parr's like a massive legend, isn't he? So I suppose if you like fighting, you come to Gold Coast, you've got to pop in that gym, haven't you?
Is that something you planned on doing, or is it just kind of a spur of the moment type thing?
I messaged the guys at PUMMA, and they said it was fine for us to go there. But my friend, Ross Pearson from UFC,
yes.
He's my friend. We started together in Sunderland. But I know he goes to John Wayne Parr's gym all the time, so I thought we'd go that way. And I've got a sparring session left on Saturday, so he said we can use the kids there as well, which is cool, isn't it?
This is your first trip to Australia to fight. When you were offered this fight, did the location really matter to you?
Nah, but I've got this thing where I generally I think if I just say yes to whatever the offer is, and then it kind of goes good. So as long as I'm not injured and it's a time I can make, I just say yes generally, and then I'll worry about it later. But it's the same as like obviously it's cool to come to Australia. The time difference is a bit of a nightmare, and being away from my family for so long. But I don't know. I think if you kind of like take risks and put yourself out there as well, you get rewarded in the long run, don't you?
You went up to lightweight for a brief period, but now you're back down at featherweight. What was the reasoning for dropping back down to that weight class?
Well, I was fighting a featherweight, and I got signed to Bellator, and I lost two decisions of Bellator. I still think I fought good, It's just not like fought at the time. I think I'm a lot better now, but I still think I fought well. I felt all right as well, and then I got dropped. And then I had another fight, and I lost that. So I ended up losing 3 fights in a row. And like, I was just thinking, I'm just getting older. I just need to retire. But I was still enjoying it. I still thought I was fighting good. And I was enjoying the fights. And I just couldn't figure out what was wrong. So I kind of like went back to lightweight. But I'm only a small lightweight, so I had a few fights on local shows. Back home, and I'd done fine. And then I fought Norman Park on ACB. And I think it was a great fight. I really enjoyed the fight, and I lost a really close decision. And I thought I was in the fight the whole time. I just thought he was a lot bigger than us, really. So I thought, I don't know how many years I've got left, so I thought I'd have one last crack at it and go back to featherweight. And it's been going well, really, to be honest. Maybe I wasn't mentally as tough as I am now. Maybe I'm not too sure, but it just wasn't going my way before. And then the lightweights, I'm fighting at world level, and the lightweights are just too big for us.
You have definitely had a great run back at featherweight. 2017 has been a wonderful year for you. You won 3 in a row. The last 2, they were considered upsets. against top opponents. In your mind, did you feel like the underdog going into those fights?
No, I like maybe it's all ego and stuff, but I think I can beat anybody in the world. Really, it's just sometimes if you have a bad day in the office, doesn't go your way, but then that's all everybody sees, isn't it? But I don't think I was upset as well at all. I took the Baxman fight on 2 weeks' notice just because I couldn't get a fight. I think he took me lightly as well. I think he thought he would walk through us, but like my training partners are world class, and I know how I do with everybody. I travel for spawn, and I spar with good people. I spar with top level pro boxers, top level jiu-jitsu guys, and I feel I do okay with everybody. So I don't think he was upset. And same with Akop. He's like terrifying, isn't he? Because Akop stepping you on. If you get beat off him, it's because you're going to have a high level knockout off him, aren't you? So I had to switch on a bit for that one, but I didn't think I was under. I think I can beat everybody, to be honest. Just hopefully you just do everything right and you have a good day on the night as well.
You've been on a few winning streaks throughout your career. What makes this different from the others?
I just think the level of competition I'm fighting. It's fine having you get 5 wins in a row, but like the guys aren't that good. But the guys I'm fighting now, they're all world class, aren't they? So that's why, and I'm getting a bit of recognition for it as well now. I'm quite quiet as well. I'm not very big on like social media and stuff, but there's a guy said to us as a reporter, because from where I'm from in the northeast, it's quite you don't really get as much recognition as maybe down south and maybe the Midlands. But a reporter says, he says, "Oh, the cream always rises to the top." So I like that saying. I think I'll remember for a while.
It seems like you have reached another level in your fight career. What changes do you see in yourself as a fighter?
I just got mentally stronger. I think I was always quite soft as well, and like I wasn't willing to do what I had to do to win, to be honest. And when I was fighting these good guys, I was always fall short because I thought I kind of accept the fact I was okay to get beat off them, and then be an excuse like, "Oh well, he's one of the best in the world," it's fine to get beat off him. But really, that's a bad attitude if you want to get better yourself. Now, I do respect the people I'm fighting, but not to the point where I'm like looking at them and all thinking like they're going to win. I think I'm going to beat them. I would love. I don't want to look past this fight, but I would love to get a shot at maybe the ACB title before I have to retire.
Yeah, speaking of the fight, you're in Australia. You're going to fight at ACB 88. You're supposed to fight Luis Palomino, but he had to pull out for some unforeseen circumstances. Now you're going to face Rodolfo Marques. What does that do to you? It's very short notice. It's like you're a week out. Does that change anything for you going into this fight?
It's probably worse him fighting me on like a week and a half's notice than it is for me fighting him, I think. It's a completely different fight, really. Like Palomino is horrible, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's so tough as well. So that's like a mega hard fight as well. But this guy, he's tough as well, but he's a completely different way. He's a left-handed stand-up guy. So he's left-handed on the feet, and he's a BJJ black belt. He looks quite grindy. He's fought a few different ways when he fights people, so I'm not sure he's going to fight me. I'm expecting him to try and take us down. You don't really know to get there, but it's a completely the opposite fight of what I was fighting. So, but it doesn't matter. I train with people all the time, so I'm quite happy for this.
Leading up to ACB 88, where did you do most of your camp?
Back home, I stay in my gym back home, and I always travel 1 or 2 times a week and I'll spar. I'll try and find people who are similar height and build and style to the guy I'm fighting, and I'll travel once a week, or I'll find some professional boxer or top level kickboxer guy to go travel and spar with. So I always try to have I spar with my guys in my gym, and then I try and find somebody similar, and I travel because I like to get the nerves going. If you travel to another gym by yourself, it's quite scary as well when you get the nerves going. So I like doing that. Just keeps us human as well.
You've been out of action for about 7 months. What have you been doing? Have you been recovering from some injuries, or what's going on with that?
I tore my groin. It's Christmas time. I was meant to fight Tural Ragimov in March, and I tore my groin at Christmas, and I kept trying to push through it and just think it would be all right. And then as soon as because I couldn't do much, and then because I always think if I'm hurt, I'm just being soft. But I kept trying to spar and train, and I got to a point where I just couldn't do it. I think I made it worse. I did, to be honest. So I ended up having they didn't operate on it, but it was a long time. You know, it takes ages to heal groins. It's the worst injury I've ever had, to be honest. But it's fine now. It's about 100% now.
This fight coming up, ACB 88, Rodolfo Marques, it's not really the same fight as Luis Palomino. It doesn't really. Do you think it means the same for you in your career?
Yeah. It's just it's all the same. I think really it's fight's a fight at the end of the day, and it's like I've made the mistake before of like thinking because somebody's not a big name, thinking war through, but it's not. Somebody's like fighting for life, you know, like, and it's horrible. Like, and if you don't switch on and you don't think he's there, and if you start like. You just gotta assume you're in for the fight of your life every single time, and that's how you got to stay mentally focused for it as well. And it can be. He's went 5 fights before, and he's had 35 fights. I think he's like 25-10, so he's an experienced guy, and he's good as well. He's a Brazilian guy, black belt. So it's just a different fight. Maybe he's not as like scary as Palomino because of the fact he's got them big bombs in his hands, hasn't he? But it's just a different way now. You can still end up getting embarrassed in front of everybody, can't you?
Definitely. How do you see this fight playing out for you?
I don't really like to make predictions or anything, but I'm quite confident wherever it is. You know, I've got really good training partners everywhere, like stand-up wrestling, grappling. I think he'd probably be trying to take us down. He's a bit unpredictable though. Sometimes he likes to stand, but I think he's going to try and take us down. I think I'm a lot taller than him. I think I am a bigger guy than him as well, so hopefully that could play to my advantage. But I don't like to make predictions as well. But I think I'm better than him everywhere, even on the ground as well. So I'm not really fussed what happens in the fight.
There's a new champion in the division, the featherweight champion. You know, it has changed hands, which is good for everybody that's rising up in the ranks. You're number 4. Do you expect to get a title shot by the end of the year?
I'm not sure. Well, like if you look at the rankings, obviously Valiev. He probably won't fight him straight away. Maybe I don't know if he's retiring. That was what I heard beforehand. I'm not sure if that's true at all. Then there's Adlan Batiev, who's his Vice's teammate, so he can't fight him. Then there's Lom Malieskidu and me, so I think it's going to be one of us fights him, isn't it? Really? And I think Lom Malieskidu is actually Chechnya as well, so I don't know if they're training partners. Maybe I'm not sure. I know he's based in Germany now, so I'm not sure. I think it's going to be one of us really. But I'm not like to say I'm not. It doesn't matter. I would like to get through this one and win this one, and then maybe try and talk about getting that one afterwards with them. But he's good advice.
June 16th, Brisbane, Australia, ACB 88. Andrew Fisher will take on Rodolfo Marques in a featherweight bout. It kind of sucks that you arrived and you got your opponent, but you know it is what it is. You know you're a very professional guy. You're gonna fight whoever they put in front of you. So hopefully you get through this and get your title shot. Thanks for your time.